Hey everyone, this is Chris. Welcome back to the channel. So it turns out that Scott Schaefer made a complete expose video on Tom Nash. So we know Tom Nash's real name. Scott is this magical way of doing these things, and also too, Scott made an acknowledgement to myself. So I appreciate Scott. So I'm making this video to throw you some views over there. Because perfectly frank, if any of you have ever watched Tom Nash or know who Tom Nash is, you should go see Scott's video. I'll put it as simple as that. You should go watch Scott's video. Scott reveals all the stuff on Tom Nash. Now, I myself, my opinion on this, I have no way to corroborate or know any way that any of these things that Scott would say was true, but it all rings true to me, and so far stuff that Scott has put out has all been truthful in terms of like Meet Kevin's DUI or things like that. So I have no reason to believe that it's untrue. Basically, Tom Nash, his real name is Tomer, but he changed his name from his Russian name. It looks like Tom is from a wealthy family in Russia. They moved to Israel, and then I guess ultimately then Tom moved to the country of Georgia, not the state, but the country of Georgia. Tom has basically been lying to people about University of Michigan, which I've known, but I just didn't make videos about that. I'll let Scott make videos about Tom Nash all day, every day, but the basic gist of it is that Tom told everyone, hey everyone, I got an MBA from the University of Michigan, puts Michigan on all his thumbnails, puts Michigan clothes in his thing. It's basically a liar. He's basically a liar and a fraud. And it turns out that Tom has an LLM from Michigan, which I knew because he revealed it on the Echo Dude's channel. And I was like, okay, for those of you who don't know LLM, it's basically a certificate program. If you have a law degree from a foreign country, you can come to the USA and get like a quick brusher up course on American law, and it allows you to work in USA, that kind of thing. So it is a really misrepresentation, though, to tell people that you have an MBA in business and stuff like that. Regarding Tom's work history, it looks like he worked at Deloitte. Somehow Scott has the ID cards of either both Deloitte and Michigan. Sometimes if you guys don't know how the YouTube world works, Scott didn't say, but what happens is that oftentimes people contact me with the information. And in fact, someone contacted me recently with the information on Tom Nash, but I couldn't corroborate it, so I just don't know. And the basic information that I had heard that someone contacted me was that there's a very high chance that Tom Nash was involved in pump and dumps in Israel. I just don't know if that's true, so I don't like say, hey everyone, that's totally true. I just don't know. So Scott, if you want to look into that, if Tom Nash is indeed doing illegal things in Israel and pump and dump, and that's one of the reasons why he changed his name, check into that. But no way to know if that's true. However, Tom is clearly a fraudster by using a fake name. He's clearly a liar by lying about his education and work history. And he's not really, someone who worked on Wall Street, but it's not shocking. The problem is, though, is that the world that we live in on YouTube, and I do YouTube every day, you guys know this, many viewers are 18, 19, they're young, they could be mid-20s, but they're just naive, unfortunately, and they believe, sort of buy into the hype, they believe what they want to believe, meaning they want to believe that Palantir is going to go to the moon, and they want to believe that Tom Nash is your friend. And unfortunately, a lot of the world out there, people are used car salespeople. That's just what it is. They try to hide all these things and try to sell you a crappy car. And what's worse, a lot of these people are paid to do these kind of things. I made a video, guys, you probably know if you haven't seen already, where Tom Nash was joking about making money off his fans and dumping crap on you guys. That kind of stuff is really unethical and immoral. So I really don't like Tom. Tom contacted me. He wanted to talk about his real name and crap on my channel or whatever, and I rejected it. I'm not going to associate with Tom. Tom even made a video directly attacking me. I didn't never respond to that because I just don't feel the need to. And it's sad. What's sad is that people still follow and listen to this guy when he's a complete fraudster. So anyway, I just wanted to make a quick reaction video to that. Scott, you did a great job on the video. I don't think you need to reveal the source of how you got the information. It all looks good to me. I'm sure you'll make some follow-up videos, this kind of thing, but that's essentially what's entertaining YouTube, entertaining and informative. And hopefully this helps out people to realize that there's a lot of predatory people out there, and who knows, maybe Scott's going to be the next CoffeeZilla, that stuff like that. So I'm just going to be real. I thought it was well made, well researched. Again, I can't corroborate on whether or not the video is truthful, but it all feels pretty truthful to me, and at this point I don't have any reason to doubt it. So that's my opinion on that. Love to hear you guys' opinion on that. Do you still like Tom Nash? Are you defending Tom Nash? What do you think about the video that Scott put out? And also too, regarding the allegation, I'll put an allegation that someone contacted me that Tom might have been involved with pump and dump companies in Israel, and that's one of the reasons why he'd be in hiding. Do you think that has some truth to it? I don't know. That's why I'm bringing it out to you guys. Other than that, I want you guys to protect yourselves out there. Always, watch people with the word of caution, and also too, Google is your friend. I've said it so many times. If you want to know about me, just Google me. It's so weird. Sometimes people are like, making comments and stuff like that about me, and it's like, all you gotta do is Google. All you gotta do is hit the about button, and I'm totally fine with that. It's the same way that if you're gonna do business with anyone, you should do a simple Google search and learn about someone, learn how they present themselves, and you know, if it turns out a lot of the things that they're saying, be the Tom Nash example, that like, hey, I got an MBA from Michigan, it turned out to be completely untrue, it makes much of what they say, you know, deceptive. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people on YouTube like that. So, and you know, this part I think is important to make, which Scott made it very clearly. I don't like the Meet Kevin guy. I don't like the Financial Education Jeremy guy, but they use their real names. And you know, especially when you're giving out financial content and you're presenting yourself as some sort of knowledge about business, use your freaking real name. Tom is a scammer, he's a fraud, and there's nothing else to really say about that. So hopefully I don't have to make any more videos about Tom. That's all my thoughts on this thing. I do appreciate everyone's time, and I'll catch you in the next video.